What's up? Welcome everybody to the beginning of the FACEIT Master Division Season 8 playoffs. My name, of course, is Spectrion, and I'm joined by the absolutely amazing, astounding, peerless Boomstocks. Welcome, man. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing amazing. So much compliments tonight, the usual such a great caster. As you would see, great pleasure. I mean, we've been able to work together on Vanya Quick for their game against GG. Yes, I believe. And it was such a pleasure. We had to do it again. And yeah, really excited, obviously, to finally begin these FACEIT League Master playoffs with a great matchup, I would say. Good guys against Here4Views, two teams that were really close to each other in the standings, at least. On the paper, I do believe that good guys should be better, but Here4Views might be coming in today, firstly with a new logo, which I find absolutely sick, and maybe some great ideas to be that huge team, that almost super team that good guys is.
I haven't seen the new logo yet. I need to take a look now.
And it looks amazing. Let me send it to you. Let me send it to you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's purple. It's like, I mean, I love the design, really. I love the design. Take a look. Take a look.
Okay. Yeah, that is quite nice, actually. That is quite nice.
It is, right?
I feel like one thing we've been blessed with in the Overwatch community, maybe more so than like we deserve, is we got so many good like graphic designers out there. I feel like everything always looks good.
We do.
I absolutely take it though, because I mean, logos like that, you take it. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Beautiful, indeed. I'm just taking a look about to the overlays right now. We will have to, at some point during the casting, get on the same timeline, basically. Salut, pas cool. Du coup, personne casse ce match en français. Je crois pas, pas cool, c'est rien. A little bit of French to answer the chat. Really quick, is that casting with the French? It must be a doppelganger. What does that mean?
He's been mean. He's being mean. Ignore him. He's being mean.
Man. Feel bad, man. I feel bad.
It's so rude, honestly.
It is. Yeah. I think so. Sacrifices must be made. Wow.
That's crazy.
Man, I never seen so much hate in the same team, in the same Twitch chat for a long time. That much hate in just a few days.
I'll time him out for a bit.
Yeah. I think that's much yourself. That's much. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. It's a crazy saying once again. Crazy matchup, crazy sayings tonight. With some great lineups, to be honest, Spectrion. Starting with that good guys lineup: Kyo, China, Crocs, Gogo, and Eggs with IS as a substitute for this flex support role. I mean, it cannot get better than that in FACEIT League Master, almost.
No, it's an incredibly powerful roster. Many of these players, realistically, you can make a strong argument for them to be in OWCS, have been in OWCS. So scary. Here4Views, on the other hand, obviously, Cat Bastion, it's a good time for them. But equally speaking, they're here for views. They're here for content. Kran hasn't been, an organized player for God knows how long, just like an erase a terrorist. Time, kind of the same. I don't want to say he's I don't want to say they're not good players, because they are obviously very strong players. But there's something of a difference between them and people who've been hard grinding, nose to the grindstone for the past 6 months, a year, however long.
Yeah, I mean, definitely these people. I don't even think they're screaming at all. As a team, they might have for the playoffs. I mean, I know that on each national team that they're playing on. Time with Ireland, kind up with Netherlands, and same for Natsuki at some point before they got disqualified during the Conference Cup, and I'm with Denmark as well. I mean, these people are working their Overwatch, maybe not together, but they definitely have their play style. We've seen a lot of Orisa comps from Here4Views recently. You also told us about Cat Bastion, which might be the comp that has been made for the only team with a Bastion main in the person of Erluf. A great meta for them. Let's present it this way.
Absolutely. Why we see the cat literally immediately removed. I think we are getting ready to see the lobby.
We are indeed. As you just said, cat ban apparently from Here4Views. It might be wrong. I would not be surprised if it was. We've seen a lot of great cats from Here4Views, as we just said. Mauga ban, though. That's a quite interesting one. I mean, we know that Crocs is really good at playing Moga. I think they are like, they're reverse, to be fully honest.
Yeah,
Makes a lot of sense to ban Moga against Crocs. Makes a lot of sense to ban Cat against Here4Views, who, yeah, definitely reversed.
See, exactly what we expect here as we're getting ready to head in, of course. Comps locked in. Here4Views starting out on the Bastion, all these same heirlooms, obviously. I think Bastion, not always someone we see with no Cat, of course, but Herloof being that quote-unquote one-trick, more than happy to run out with it. Plenty of resources still with that Zarya, see how it plays.
The Zarya is quite a surprise, to be honest. We didn't see that much of this character in the hands of Grandop. Might be an interesting pick, though, on the Busan. Crocs already suffering from so much pressure from Grandop and his whole team. And China already putting a first step on that point, trying to get control of it so far. But so much pressure once again. Gogo takes out early from the team fight. The core of that Here4Views comp is already out. And these points, these first percentages are already capped by good guys.
Yeah, that it is. We feel so nice to get a strong start into the match. Into your FACEIT Master Division Season 8 playoffs. But of course, plenty of work still needs to be done. Instantly, you see the hazard out, and Crown makes us up over to the Orisa. Here, he's for sure best known on, and of course, as well, a little bit easier into the hands of Crocs. But we're trying to be close to a pulse already. That could be a way to get an easy pick. Remember how big that Bastion hitbox is, and look how easy it is to connect the pulse onto.
It is massive indeed. Such a hitbox now. Crowd up absolutely one. Thank God we have Goud to use here, but in this trade we're losing Natsuki. Now we're losing Crowd up. Such a great target focusing from good guys really here with Kyo on the Emre. Basically, I mean, choosing who dies and who leaves on Busan so far. No one died yet on good guys, and that's great news for the rest of the map.
Yeah, 0-2 all across the board. That's not going to feel too great if you are Here4Views. But of course, this is going to be their time. Ult's online, recall force out early from time, but Johan with that Kitsune rush could maybe provide an opening.
No, China, I mean, so much resources really on good guys now. China once again getting so aggressive against time, especially. We can see him definitely trying to match the enemy tracer, and it works really well so far from the Polish Flex DPS. Now, Kyo taken out by Luffy on the Bastion. Nice peek against the override protocol, and once again, I mean, first time actually, Here4Views will be able to win a team fight, even though we're losing that Bastion in the trade. But this is definitely the one team fight that they were not allowed to lose. And they managed to win it with only a Kitsune rush from you. Have such great news.
Yeah, only the Kitsu, especially into the override protocol, is a great ult trade. It means you can keep on matching and matching with what is that pulse, man?
I mean, that's a fair one definitely from time now. X with his own Kitsune rush. Nothing to match it for now from Here4Views. Just trying to kite it as much as possible. Herloof now making a killing. Definitely starting a killing spree here. Taking out Kyo and Gogo. The two Frenchies are out of Busan, and this team fight will be won by Here4Views. Only Crocs alive.
And surely won't last too long whatsoever. Trying to remove Crocs, 150 HP and quickly reducing. I mean, even if he does survive, yeah, it's kind of.
No, he won't. Ooh, that's a great delay. That's a great delay.
That's crazy, especially considering how far back you've been forced. You know, early on, not getting that strong start you're looking for if you're Here4Views. Late staggers, what? We've eaten. Wow. We fat fingered.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. In facing master playoffs, guys.
He's received a PayPal transfer. I don't know what that was.
Man, I mean, that was really tough. Maybe too much pressure. I can't even really tell what happened in Gogo's minds here. Definitely a fan figure, as we just say, on such a huge ultimate that we just lost for good guys now with the downpour from Crocs, not connecting on anyone, but enough to kill both Yuam and Herloof. Even without the beat, Natsuki will be too late. With that Lucio taking out his enemy Lucio, this point will be capped now by good guys. Natsuki is out as well, and even without that beat from Gogo, we will be winning that team fight somehow. What a performance from good guys.
I think Gogo genuinely might have had the better beat there, and he's had thinking in spawn. Way too late from Natsuki. I understand a player, like with his history especially, maybe don't want to be really safe with that beat, but it's just not acceptable. Johan, Natsuki, hello, all going down, and though time finds a trade, it won't matter one shot in the end. Good guys start off strong.
Yeah, they do. They do. Really strong. Yeah, good guys just just better on that comp. We've seen some good plays from Erluf, joined by Krandop on that Orisa Passion duo. It worked well for a few team fights, but at some point, Good Guys was just faster when it came to being aggressive, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
that's their play style.
Here4Views like scrims, like you can't be that decisive when you do that anyhow. And you've also got this bastion, right? It's like a chain around your foot. Sure, it's incredibly high impact when you do find a moment, but it's so hard to just increase the tempo early that you can with a Soldier, with an Emre.
Yeah, cannot agree more here. Now Yoam with the Juno, maybe just for a sec actually, since we're going back on the Kiriko instantly. China now with the Tracer as well. I mean, we're almost on the same comps, except the Bastion, Emre, the Orisa, against Diaz, two different playstyles for now. Have the advantage definitely for Good Guys. Absolutely melting here. Can we keep this Orisa alive? She doesn't have any gold anymore. And Erluf getting absolutely pressured by China here. Such a great job in Crocs here to finish the job. Nicely started by his DPS. Point open now. Once again, China will be the one trying to capture it. On time, on the side of the map. Facing both Eggs and Gogo will be tough to survive with the Tracer.
I mean, we spoke earlier about staggers. You know, that was back the other way, but this one from time, so brutal. One of the things you have to know in Tracer is, when do you just give up the ghost? When do you just take that reset instead? Now there's no Tracer alive. That makes it so easy for you guys to find this cleanup. Perliv cut, and no fight allowed here for Here4Views even. They lose their one, and they're already down like 30+%.
Already 25 now. I mean, that sounds really bad for Here4Views so far. We can see the China absolutely melting everyone, but that won't be enough. Somehow that Percy is a bit late here from the Polish Flex DPS. Will be kicked out by Erluf. That Bastion was just, I mean, so like secured by the huge amount of resources.
I mean,
that his backline said to him.
Yeah, obviously you get a lot of resources on Bastion, but also you just have a lot of health yourself. Like 300. You've got your damage reduction from Ironclad passive. You've got armor as well. Whoa, Keo instant cut.
He melted before eyes here, and now Crocs all alone on that point. Will be chased. No, actually will be falling into the void. No need to chase that ass any longer. On that point, I do think that from here, Here4Views will be taking the lead on that second point. And we have some great resources incoming. Keo will be delayed. He lost his mind. That's a big issue here that we might be facing again on Good Guys. Keo, under pressure, might be actually losing in mind. That's might be what we just witnessed here, Spectrion.
Keo is just sending it around some of these corners without his tank swing. Gogo, no idea how he goes down, but these are just really undisciplined deaths. Mistakes I wouldn't expect from Good Guys that have caused them to lose this, 50 or so points of percentage. They reset, they take a fight as 5, and I think they got good odds, but they need to stop getting picked up one by one.
Yeah, we have great resources now that they need to count on them. I mean, Erluf just the amount of damages and like bombs that he just throws at them. Done poor. X is out. At the time to use his kitten rush yet. Great bit from both sides. Little advantage, I would say, for Here4Views now with the bombings from Erluf. Can he take anyone? He's just going to try to save his own life. Once again, getting pressured, absolutely melting by Crocs, but this tank will be down before the Bastion. Erluf still alive. Krandop going further, getting pulsed. Terra Search lost. Absolutely failed here. This point should be capped by Good Guys now after an absolutely bloody teamfight.
It's been so chaotic, so back and forth, but it's Keo still the one cleaning up. 95% though, and it seems like Here4Views have been able to eke out 99. Such a crazy fight. Considering you get the opening pick onto EGS, then you'd imagine for sure Here4Views able to close that out, but they're way too slow pressing their advantage. They put whenever they should have pulled, and now they're down, but still the recontest from Krandop on the Zarbak once more. So powerful. Very
powerful indeed, and now, I mean, against the Diva here, Crocs will be absolutely melting once again, getting chased, but Keo, team fight after team fight, making an impact, such an impact on his team. Like that overclock here, taking out Krandop was so important. We knew that Desire did not have any bubble yet. Here4Views now needs to make this Kitsune rush worth something. Already taking X out. We might be able to cap this point really fast. Keo taking out time with a great beam. in the Tracer's face. Kitsune rush on the point from Yoam. We really want to secure the positions, but Crocs not so far. We'll be rushing Erlu, forcing the bombings. And I think Crocs is going to melt before our eyes now. He has no dashes. After this one, he has a bomb though. Might be willing to use Gogo, taking out Erlu. This team fight might not be over yet, Spectrion.
You know what? Low HP on Suyo have no more resources to give the Kiri either. 91% and good guys with the Kitsune rush both able to be onto the objective. Pulse detonates, nothing ends up falling, but time ran out of it. A double kill from the Diva, and oh, it's bloody close. Busan goes the way of good guys. What a way during first blood in this series.
Such a great map, really. I mean, the pick that Gogo gets on Erluf at the very last team fight, I think surprising the Danish heat scan. And taking out once again the core of that Here4Views comp that the Bashan is so important here from the French main support, really. And Crocs, I mean, we know he's as very aggressive, taking a whole bunch of risks. Of risk as we saw a few times in his career, obviously, but now so successful on this map, and Kyo making a huge killing on Sojourn after making that big of a mistake. I think it's
I think Q is a player, at least in this map, who has been so high impact. Either he dies first and throws the fight, or he kills 5 people. It feels exactly. Like very rarely any in between. Hey, that type of feast or famine play, though, you know, especially if you can just, you know, care him a decent amount, you absolutely take. We see it work out well for him here. And obviously, even though it was the win in favor of good guys, Here4Views still play a very strong point, even with the cat banned through. And I think it gives them a lot of faith the rest of the game.
And now, Spectrion, we will be going on Suravasa, apparently, with a Bashan ban, this time from good guys. And a Lucio ban for Here4Views. Quite surprising, to be honest, that we did not protect that Bashan for Suravasa, but we might have something in mind. I believe that we will be taking out Erluf from the comp and subbing in Elias, the Swedish Flex DPS, who has been doing amazing so far with the Swedish national team in scrims, especially during the Nordic Clash. Great things to wait for potentially, but I'm quite doubtful, I would say, for that double flex DPS comp. I mean, we saw Elias really strong on characters such as Tracer, such as Farah Time, so a really good Tracer as well, but someone has to play Scan against good guys, I believe.
I think double flex isn't necessarily bad, but I'm really curious what Kron actually wants to play with this. I think is the real thing. You want to play like you know the heroes. I think of a Kron here. I think of Ram. I think of a Risa mostly. Zarya, sure. I mean, they're nice, but they kind of take hit scans a bit more effectively. The heroes I want for double flex DPS are mostly like Wrecking Ball, and I just don't think he's got one on him. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I don't think either.
Say no so far, but like we play like Hat Kiri, I don't know. This is a very strange veto for both sides, I think.
It is very strange. I could not agree more here. We'll have to see. Gogo also worked a lot on characters such as Brigitte. That might be something that we can be expecting from him. I don't think that he's that good on Jetpack Cat. Not something that we should be having anyway from any of these teams on Suravasa since Bashan got banned. Should be expecting some Brick Juno potentially as the backlines. That's kind of what I'm looking for this map.
Again, Brick Juno I feel like is a comp that suits shooting even more than like Kiri Lucio. So you know I feel like Brick Juno is a really strange thing if you want to play double flex, unless you want to play like a brawlier look like Reaper May. It's my gut feeling. Juno I think because she has a relatively low rate of healing. Obviously no big burst heals. It feels like playing fast with her can be a bit tricky. Trying to like full stable a tank who just takes 1 million damage. She just doesn't do that effectively, whereas Kiri at least has that cleanse. So we'll see exactly what they do end up playing. And yeah, it does look like the Cat Kiri angles comp from good guys. Here4Views, Juno Cats with the Cassidy from Elias. So hit scan is appearing. This does make more sense, but I assume it's just going to be... Oh no, they are swapping to the Juno break. So they are playing mostly for shooting. Time can get packs when they necessarily need. But Elias, no flex DPS, just aping the hit scan instead of a hair loop.
Yeah. That's not something that I've ever seen from Elias, but something that we'll have yet to discover tonight. Basically, way better than Airlift's Sojourn, that's for sure. Spectrion, I mean, I've seen him play, and he was like quite disappointing. Let's present it this way. Now, Crocs back on the ass, taking your time instantly. Man, that one was tough. I mean, what is Sam trying to do here?
I thought he was a little bit aggro, but Crocs absolutely one-taps him. Jagged Wall isolates Elias, who will be removed by Crocs pretty quickly. And Here4Views DPS absolutely crumple. Good guys were able to walk in, chase and clean up, and of course, first cap established. That was a brilliant start for the team in blue.
Yeah, definitely. Spectre, I think you have like 1 minute less. I mean, no, not 1 minute. A few sec before than me. So maybe press pause for like 2 secs, and then we should be great. We should be great. I'm right now at 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. It goes wild, it goes fast on the other side. We're good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Now 15% already for good guys. Kind up, trying to push in. Elias went on the Emre, dropped the cast lead. Apparently, we do not count on it to maybe try to counter the As. That would have been a good plan on the paper. Now, Crocs once again rushing that point. Nice spear from Grandop. We're trying to make that hazard melt, but he's getting so much help from Gogo here on the jetpack cat. And the Kitsune Rush now going in from Eggs against the Orbital Ray from E1. Crocs once again making a killing, taking out both Natsuki and Time. Catnapping from Gogo just now. Stunning Grandop just long enough for Crocs to take out this Orisa. And this is going to be a 100-0 for this first point on Suravasa. Such a control of the map and of the aggressions from good guys.
Yeah, looking like they're most definitely in the driver's seat here, good guys. Do use a couple ults there, both support ults obviously, but their opponents respond more or less in kind, so they're by no means in a bad spot whatsoever. Downport, basically no answer. You find a route and you're basically guaranteed that kill, so watch where Crocs places that ultimate, because it could be another guaranteed fight win.
Yeah, I mean, taking out Elias here sounds really bad, I can't lie. Kind of taking out Eggs, though there might be something we can take from this team fight somehow. Kind of here with the Terra Surge takes out Kyo. We'll be able to push further, forcing Crocs to leave that point and just claiming these first percentages so easily.
Yeah, just looking large and
jackpot.
in child. Yeah, exactly. Gambling going good for Here4Views.
Won the team fight, won the gambling.
We pop clock to open.
From Kyo here, nicely kited though. Time has been seen. We can see the pings on his screen. Now Natsuki with the rally trying to deny that offense from good guys. And Crocs absolutely melting here. China with a pulse missed it. Sadly, Crocs will be taken out by Grandop. And good guys know has to wait again. Eggs almost falling.
You're gonna live here. A little bit scared about him, but he'll be able to back out when all is said and done. Rally, not too much. Crod, where are you going?
That's bad. These people are just way too aggressive here. And we might need to use that overtime protocol from Elias. I think we're going to keep it at the end of the day. Eggs, once again with a great aim, will be taking out Elias. Gogo will be traded out, sadly for good guys. But he will be back fast enough, I think, on Jetpack. That's one of the great things with this character.
99. That being said, the Here4Views ults are pretty scary. I gotta say, Orbital Ray and then the Terra Surge Override Protocol combination could be a lot of damage if Here4Views want to invest all of those. Good guys, still good tools as well, but might be hard. Mostly they have to fight for lane control with the tools they have available. Hope your opponents don't make it onto the point.
40% already. Here4Views has to rush. We'll be starting this team fight with the override protocol. Nice downpour from Crocs. Can we stack Elias on the floor? Really, we won't be able to get anything from that Emerald. Elias taking absolutely no one, but Grandop making a killing with the Terra Surge. I think it's a 2 against 2 right now. Grandop against Crocs against China. Can we make anything happen now? And good guys will be coming back so fast with that taxi that Jetpack at ease. Nice pulse here from China to Grandop.
Oh wow.
This spot will still be in good guys' hands at the end of this team fight, even though we use so much resources from Here4Views, Orbital Ray, Terra Surge and Override Protocol. That won't be enough to take that point out of Good Guys.
Absolutely cataclysmic for Here4Views, where they get so close, they invest all their ults, they still don't succeed, and now because of that, Good Guys look to find exits. Doesn't seem like many will materialize, but the pressure, the mental damage may be enough. Heading those things towards Temple, and having that overclock once more, hugely impactful.
Nice
Gogo
pick.
though, oversteps, exactly what you needed for Here4Views.
Definitely now Crocs might be going too far. Isolating Natsuki, such a great plan here, but nice spear though from Ground as a response. Not to take out Crocs from this team fight. You absolutely won, head by Hegs. And this first percentage should be kept. Should be owned, reclaimed by Here4Views. Nicely countered though. You guys does not agree. Downpour absolutely failed here by Crocs in the first place. Elias absolutely won. Gogo so aggressive on the jetpack car time. Taking out Crocs. This team fight might be the advantage of Here4Views now. We might even get a rally from Natsuki, and the ops is absolutely falling apart.
Yeah, time gets us one, and that appears to be the end of the fight. Starts off with a pick onto Gogo. It feels like a solid 2 minutes later it finally manifests the cap. But Good Guys will have a relatively fast refight. Just have to wait for their Soj to respawn. Croc scaling early, might get forced out by Krondop. You just simply can't contest this Hazard against a close range Orisa.
Yeah, he cannot. He really cannot now. What are we looking for? Time. Once again, trying to take out China. He really wants that 1v1. He really wants to match his opponent here. Even though, I mean, China has been really confident on that duel so far. Natsuki with the rally trying to push forward now. Nicely kited from Good Guys. So much maturity that they're offering to us tonight. Nice pulse here from China. Almost taking out Natsuki here. Orbital Ray. Kitsune Rush. Two great resources used in that team fight now. No one gets an actual value out of them, but China will be able to finally take out Natsuki. You absolutely won. There is a great opportunity now for Good Guys to already win this team fight. They will be taking out Krandop. You are still alive. Somehow will even take out Gogo from this team fight. Nice trade here from Here4Views. Might not be over for them, especially if Natsuki with you make a miracle happen here. Without a tank, they will be making it.
Yeah, no clean sweep here. Here4Views draw blood the first time in this series. It's bloody hard fought, but they'll take it. And they'll still got good tools for the next fight as well. Good Guys, still, they've got plenty of runway here. They recognize they only need the one flashpoint. An opening pick here could easily snowball. But I think they have to take their opponents a little bit more seriously now. Setting up. Natsuki very passive early on. But with the override protocol pop, they can't stay that way forever.
Yo, nice slide out here to survive the override protocol in the first place. Absolutely failed one. Once again, no value out of this override protocol. Well respected. Nicely, perfectly respected really from Good Guys. Now go with the kidnapping. Maybe there's something we can take of it. Crowned up with Terra Surge. Will be kept for now. Time is out. Elias takes out Gogo. 1-for-1. Might be lacking a bit of firepower though for Here4Views. Nice downpour from Natsuki. 2-for-1 now in the advantage of Good Guys. Nice Terra Surge from Grad, almost taking out Eggs. We need to take that Kiriko out.
There we go.
Grad up too slow to go back in that box. Time is already back in the team fight. Might not be over, but the point is already captured by Good Guys.
But can they keep it? That's the question. There's still 3v3
It's
also
hard.
on the point, still pushing in deeper. It might be kills appearing, but it's not going to feel comfortable whatsoever for the French side.
It's really hard. We are losing time in this team fight. I think we're losing a lot of time. Natsuki will be able to take out China. That would have been a great pick. Only if we were able to keep this jetpack cat alive, or we won't. And Crocs going further. Huge kidnapping from Gogo here. Taking Elias in his own backline. And Crocs will be finishing the kill with a block. Now Crocs once again going so far. So much confidence from Louis Ritchie here. Nice pulse from Time. Taking out Crocs. This team fight might not be over. 75%. We might be looking at the last team fight of the map if Good Guys wins.
Maybe. Natsuki down early. Not the start you wanted if you are Here4Views, but a trade onto Kyo necessary. More than that, though, still going to need to come. A low HP Kiriko. It won't go down. EGS finds that kill onto Time trade. So back and forth. China, the recall now expended. Here4Views still have to hold on, but with that flip, maybe they've done it.
Maybe they might. They actually might, yeah. Capping that point so important. We will have an orbital array. That might be the most important resource that we have on Here4Views sides. An X with the Kitsune Rush. Same for the Don't pour us Crocs. They might be the big resources that good guys can count on. Go already out. Huge threat from China once again. Such a fleek on Elias here. 1-for-1 kidnapping now from Natsuki. Can we take anyone out of this team fight? We will be taking out Kyo. That's a great pick here from the Dutch main support. Elias still with an override protocol in the pocket. Croc still alive. Taking out Yuam. Such an important pick. Once again, China just lost his recall. Will be surviving his own aggression here. Go once again. Absolutely one. Elias isolated. Can we benefit from it? We won't be able to for good guys, and this point might be owned already by Here4Views.
Yeah, coming really bloody close. But as you mentioned, Here4Views able to hold on once more. Touch appears from Gogo, sure, but there's no second. There's a late kill onto the jetpack out and force. He has to go 5 clear on Saravasa. Palace to decide. Good guys. Cock. Catnap, Here4Views, everything bar those support ults. You've got to say, it feels like the side in purple now, the ones in the driver's seat, they've been able to reassert themselves beautifully here in this series. Now, good guys, most certainly on the back foot. A big clock here from Kyo could turn their favors, but it's significantly quieter here, map number 2.
Definitely, and the clock would be amazing, especially against the override protocol to once again deny any profit from this ult from Elias. Exing your time, and by the same time, keeping Kyo alive here, such a huge move defensively and offensively from Eggs. There's a reason why he's the best flex super in the league at the moment. Croc still alive here on the Az. Override protocol from Elias, even though we lost time already in this team fight. We need this racer to come back so fast. And Kyo with the overclock will be absolutely chased by time and grind up. Taking out that Sojourn is so important for Here4Views. We need to win this team fight. Catnapping from Gogo will be absolutely missed and chased by Yoam's rocket now. Nice pulse from China. Can we get anything out of it? Nice pulse once again, but this time from time. This point will be capped. Kyo takes out Natsuki. It might not be over yet.
I think it mostly is trying to walk in with just your Soj.
Kyo contesting here.
I don't imagine he has much kill power. Sure, you can contest for a bit, but I don't see how good your chances to eliminations are as Tracer stalls, and Kran is allowed to walk back in.
He is walking back in with Terrasurge in the pocket. Can we use anything out of it, right? Orbital Ray, nicely countered, I would say, by this Kitsune Rush from Eggs. Just denying any profit from both these ultimates. And Kyo taking a great angle here, trying to take out time. Will be just pressuring amazingly grand up here. We lose both Kyo and Natsuki in this team fight. I think it's a huge loss. I mean, losing this Sojourn for good guys. So much firepower missing for this comp. Nice downpour here from Crocs, just offering himself and his team some free percentages here. Elias absolutely won. Can we keep him alive? Such a great job from Johan now. Crocs absolutely offering himself to this point. What went through his mind?
Yeah. Just trying to stall out for what extra point percentage he could, I guess. Not quite the way I would have played it, but...
Yeah, me neither.
71%, I guess, is still playable. Touch, maybe China has, but you do need it. 10% left to go. Reclare from time early is nice.
Nice pair.
Again, we need that touch.
We need that touch. We will get that touch somehow. Gogo will be out, though. He had to sacrifice himself to get that touch. Time with a pulse. We should be able to take out this Az. Just needs to connect it. China also has a pulse. Connects on Elias.
Nice.
It's 1-for-1. Crocs will be taken out. Nice job from Grandop with the Terrasurge. Think this is so important here. Gogo won't be able to get that one touch. And Here4Views is going to come back home with a win on Suravasa. 1-for-1. This game is tied.
I didn't think it would go that way at all. Was that a reverse sweep, if I'm not much mistaken here?
I'm not sure. I think they won. I think it's not. I think it's not. Is it?
It was. They won. I swear. Good guys won Gardens and Market.
Oh, actually, you're right. You're right. It is. It is a reverse sweep and such a huge one. And it might be affecting good guys very strongly here, even though they did great. But at that, I mean, when Kronk just offers himself to Here4Views, I mean that shows something in the the mental states of the players. A reverse sweep, we know, on the map it's played, can be really, really horrendous. But for the whole series, it sounds really bad for Good Guys, I can't lie.
Yeah. Not great, considering
Not
how
great.
close they came to closing that out. I think if you're Good Guys, you gotta feel like you've got to kick yourself a little bit after that. It feels uncomfortable. It feels terrible. It's life, but it doesn't feel great. And so, yes, you have control of the veto, but you've banned Bash and you banned Cat. Oh, you haven't banned Cat actually. That's my mistake because we saw the Lucio ban.
I think they did. I think now that you banned Cat on the first
Oh
map.
yes, Cat.
So you do not have the Cat Bastion ban anymore. That's terrible.
Yeah, so you used your 2 good bans. You now got to play against what you imagine, is going to be Here4Views' best composition, and you've just kind of choked your best way of at least getting you to match series point before that. So suddenly, Good Guys aren't feeling so confident. We'll see if they can bring it back in map number 3, which has just been picked. That's going to be a Midtown, but remember, they could be here on series point. They could be about to knock Here4Views to the lower bracket.
It's tough. It's tough. Apparently, Spectrion will be going on Midtown with 2 interesting bans. Let's present them this way. Diva ban, I assume, by Here4Views and a Kiriko ban from Good Guys. What do we have to say about them? I think that... what do we think, actually? I can't tell. I can't tell. We might play Cat Bastion. I think on the Midtown ban and the Midtown pick from Good Guys is amazing because it definitely is the map that Cat Bastion is going to get the less value on as an hybrid. Yep. The map pool. I mean, I think the other ones are Blizzard World and I forgot. Numbani, something like that. I think it is Numbani. So yeah, two great maps that I mean that are just amazing for Cat Bastion comps. So yeah, Midtown. Absolutely expectable pick from Good Guys here, but those bans, they make no sense to me. I'm not sure about which side made them, but
I think it would be the Diva ban would be from Good Guy. Oh, sorry, the Diva ban would be I think coming from Here4Views because it's a good counter to the Cat Bastion. The Kiri ban is going into the Cat Bastion. I think makes quite a lot of sense. I think Kiri ban when you're playing against Cat Bastion really limits what options the background have. I think we see like crazy. Oh, sorry. The team with Shu. I know this. Zeta Division. Zeta Division play Ana with Cat Bastion, but everyone else plays Kiri because it means your backline is very static and very easy to punish. So that's I think the logic here.
Spectre, I have something to say.
Yes.
Changes are being made on Good Guys, something that we never seen so far from this team. Will be taking out Kiyo from the comp and bringing in IS, the best Ana player of the league, in my opinion.
Yep.
That's a double support comp, and that's something really surprising, if you want my opinion. I mean, Kirikoban definitely going to be allowing IS to play Ana as best as he can. And I mean, the big question is what X is going to go. We know that he's very flexible as a flex support. He can bring in anything he wants, really, as long as it's aggressive. I can think of an Hilary, for example. He's also an amazing BAP. What are you betting on, Spectrion?
Ana for sure. For
sure. Ana for AES.
If it wasn't the Ana for AES. Nano turn, especially with a Bastion, is just insane. It's like 1,000,001 damage that you can just appear from any angle in the game. From the other side of things, Yoham, I'd imagine, would probably just match, but if he doesn't want to play the Cat Bastion, then Juno or BAP, I think, going to be more likely to appear. Ana, though, mirrored in the lobby when we see so far. Ana Life Weaver coming through from Here4Views.
That's something. That is something. And then are we serious? We are serious, actually. Can we turn streamer off? My Chingus IS. My Chingus IS. This guy is not serious, really.
It happens. We've all been there before. But
wait, it's not IS, it's eggs. I think it just turned it off. Yeah. I mean, this guy is always this way. Before every match, I have to DM him. Actually, during the matches, I have to tell him, man, please turn it off. But thanks to E1 this time, I won't have to do it. So yeah, eggs on Hilary, pretty expectable. We know that we want this player on a very aggressive character, Hilary. I mean, it hardly gets more aggressive than that on the support.
In terms of raw damage, absolutely. Elias taking care of incredibly early, actually. It's a mistake you really don't want to be making. Here4Views defense is crumbling. Unless they find a trade in the next 10 seconds, I imagine this is just going to be a cap for good guys. Crocs confirms it with a double block. AES traded, sure, but I mean, it's one killing as many.
It is. I mean, this and that, we know that it's going to be the weakness from good guys. Very static character, while, I mean, anyone else has some survivability. AES just has to pray for his life to be saved by something, by someone. I don't know really how to connect to sleep, but if he doesn't have it anymore, it's just so free for anyone who will be daring to actually go for him. And eggs taking out UAM here, adding some great delay, I would say, to that Here4Views comp, offering some absolutely free meters. Oh, Natsuki melting! I almost missed that one. Kyo and eggs, so aggressive here.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well be. With the Illaria, you've got so much healing for your hit scans pushing forward, taking these shooting lines, permanently available. You might as well keep going for it. Getting the pressure on early. You basically already have that captive sun. Good guys can continue to keep this pressure high with the pulse, with the sun, and later on with yet more ultimates.
I'm going further once again. Crocs melting before eyes. Zoam as a nano boost we might be willing to use. Randop is already out. And eggs here with the Hilarious trying to just seal the fate of this team fight. Really, he will stay alive. Fate plus from time. We're just losing our minds on Here4Views side, and this payload is not willing to stop so far.
Yeah, keep on blasting back and forth. Car's still rolling. 2 meters left to go, and someone's got to stop it. Here4Views still have that tree, still have that Terror Surge, but it's the Emerald that's invested first, and a beautiful sleep surely means a dead tree.
It is beautiful. Beautiful sleep. I cannot say any other words than that from AES here. Kyo now with a great angle on the side will be helping Crocs just a little to take out Natsuki. And this payload should reach that end at checkpoint. Really, kind of melting before our eyes. Once again, time for a last touch, really, on that payload. And 5 minutes and 15 seconds. That's the timing that good guys is going to get for that very last part of the map. Such a confident rush from good guys so far.
And where was this good guys when they were looking to close out Suravasa? This could be them, about to close out the series, but instead, still plenty more left to play. It's still gonna be feeling good for them to be back in control, back the ones dictating the tempo of this series. Tracer Duel on that high ground, traded back and forth, but it's Kron who has to establish on main.
I mean, this team is just amazing as a double flex support comp. Like that's just from another world. Apparently, once again, Krandop will be melting before our eyes. So much damage is that this good guys comp can bring to the table here. And this people just not willing to stop at all. Eggs will be receiving Here4Views with an ult here. And time has to switch that Tracer out, has to go on some Reaper. Krandop will be going on Mauga. Nice pick to try to counter as from Crocs, but I mean, it has to work. Against a Nana, it's going to be a tough job.
His HP go! Krandop got absolutely nuked, son, and I don't even know. Either way.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
You do find one. Yoham, a double kill, in fact. Here4Views and Nana once a time might make this recontest more than possible.
It's a chance.
4 minutes they put the hold from. This is going to take an absolute age, and even then, this is fantastic progress for good guys.
And Elias here on the passion. A little shout out maybe to Mr. Airlift China, almost denying that payload. We tried it, and at the end of the day, we kind of... Yeah, I mean, we got scared. It is very understandable, really, from China now. Kyo with an override protocol can be helped with Nano from AES. We know that's something that they've been working a lot on Team France, especially. And that's something that can absolutely horrendous to face. For Here4Views now, Kyo taking out Yoam, almost making Krandop melt by himself. And this payload will be going at the very end of Midtown. Such an amazing offense here from good guys.
3-minute time bank.
Natsuki did not get anything.
Ooh, 500
China is
damage,
16-0.
all you can really say.
China is 16-0.
I mean, there's just nothing that can kill him, really. Especially on Tracer. There's not a lot that can reach out and touch you on this comp. Good guys. I know I said it before. I'll say it again. Where was this when they were trying to close out Suravasa?
Man.
This could be them being basically done with the series, but instead there's still more game to play. Here4Views still have a chance to bring this back. Maybe Midtowners outside of their purview. But
Might be. I mean, just the fact that they're keeping LS in instead of bringing back Airlift might be revealing some weaknesses, definitely. With, I mean, the way they play the map, they're really counting on playing some Numbani, playing some Blizzard War for sure, which are great maps to play Jetpack at on. But now Good Guys, once again, with that double flex support comp, just looks absolutely unbeatable. That's not something that we've seen from them at any point of the league. I believe that's the first time they're showing it to us, and it's just absolutely beautiful to see.
Yeah, saving strats for so late in the season, but if they're gonna, bust open the war chest, I think playoffs are a plenty good time for it. Here4Views, see if they can crack it with a Johan Juno ring. Natsuki was pre-fighted straight up. Elias on the Bastion of all things. I mean, best of luck, man, but surely you wouldn't
Yeah, best of luck. I mean, that might be the best we can tell them, really. We'll be trying to melt Crocs on Diaz. That's something that has been really hard to do, except when he actually goes way too far. Because that's something that he's able to do quite often. He's taking out both Yuham and Natsuki by himself on the Hilary. And Time, all alone on the Reaper, just doesn't have any shadow phase anymore. Kind of trying to get someone out of that trade won't be successful here. And once again, such nice defense from Good Guys, not losing anyone in that trade. I believe.
The fact they were back onto this Bastion setup, no hurler, shows exactly how far from the plan they had to deviate.
Yeah.
This is no way what they had in mind when they picked Midtown. They would have had Hurlufin if they were, but they feel like they're so out of options. They can't play this the normal way. Good Guys have beat them so summarily that they're forced to try a Hail Mary, and so far nobody answers.
Flying Moga ahead. Now Elias, once again with the Bastion, will be taken out by both Kyo and China. So much pressure on that core once again. Kyo making a killing absolutely free on that left side of the map. And Eggs just... Whoa! I mean, he got crushed. He got crushed. I get that. He got absolutely bullied here by Here4Views. They really wanted to take that Hilary out, and he will have to come back by walking on his own feet. And China with the Pulse can make such a great difference in this team fight, especially if, once again, he connects on Elias.
Indeed. Grant takes more than a little bit of damage. Pulsum missed. A bit of an awkward run from China, who does miss the sugar-free stick, but all's well with the world. Natsuki found in a bit of an island, but so far this is good progress for Here4Views, as long as time can live. At least Natsuki dead as well. Kron misses the stomp. Good Guys. I mean, this is pristine. They're not making a single mistake. Sure, they gave you individual.
Yeah, they are not.
Max.
You're right.
They haven't had to use an ultimate.
You're right.
Miss a pulse.
Just a pulse. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You've got Nano. You've got Override Protocol. You've got Downpour. You've got Captive Sun. Anything Here4Views can bring to the table, you have an answer. Wow. And a minute and a half left to go before Here4Views has slapped down to facing series point.
I mean, it just presents itself as a nightmare for Here4Views. The last trying to do something out of this bombing. Yes, getting absolutely rushed by Time. He will be the one dying from his own offense. Time here against Yes. X once again taken out by Here4Views. And Kyo on that top. Just pressuring kind of so bad. Absolutely one on the points. Can Croc survive it? It's going to be tough against this orbital array. Just finished. Yuam offered himself once again to this Good Guys comp. But that was a better offense that earlier from Here4Views. This we can agree on.
Surely I feel like we almost already one thing. That's quite unfortunate from Johan, but the orbital array did not reach Grant. It did not reach anybody else. I don't see the vision. LS over to Trace now on some double flex stuff, but I don't see the vision, especially on Midtown. It's not a great double flex place by any means.
Ooh. Croc's melted here against that Blossom. Really a no-kill with the Override Protocol. Will be speared by Krandop. Who will he turn? Oh, nice leap once again from Yes with a nice nade on this Orisa. Both of them, I know, almost survived. Actually, Ayes got speared at the very last frame of life that Krandop got. Natsuki will be trying to touch this point. Time absolutely one. Great Shadow Faith to survive. Just 1 more seconds before China takes him out. Nice pulse from China once again. Natsuki has no shield anymore, just offering himself on that point to Crocs and China. Krandop back with the ball. As you said earlier, he does not have any. And his champion pool is just going to be trying with the very last hope that he can get. It looks like a very one-sided midtown.
It's the only way of describing it here, mate. Sure, people can source the objective, but there's nothing they can do to actually find kills. Closed out of here. There aren't very many words to describe just how one-sided that midtown was. I genuinely think Here4Views won one fight. That was brutal. An absolute slap down. And it's with that on their minds that Here4Views have to fight against being knocked into the lower bracket. That is not something I'd wish for many players, but the lads on Here4Views have to lock in, else they're going to be down there.
No, it's bad. It's bad. I'm not going to lie here. Spectrion, very one-sided map, as you just said. What can we get out of it for Here4Views? Hopefully, we'll be able to play some Bastion Cat comps later. Especially on that very next map. I do not remember what game mode we're going to be playing on, but definitely something that we need to be successful on this time.
Running out of options, obviously, this late into the veto. Obviously, you and I can see now on the FACEIT page. Is this a great... I think it's a good pick, I guess. But we'll see how it plays out when we get actually into the lobby, I have to say. I'm not feeling too confident for Here4Views. It seems kind of more of the same. And the same wasn't working so great for them.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Did I lose you, Spectrion?
Hello, you still hear me?
Yeah, I can. Okay, that's great. I just got scared for a sec. Good news for Here4Views, I would say, we'll be going on La Havana for the next map. Reaper ban for Good Guys and Hillary ban for Here4Views. Definitely trying to avoid that flex super comp once again. Even though Good Guys will be sticking to it for this map. I mean, it worked so well, it would be absolutely stupid to just not rate again, especially on the map that can make it work, I would say. The Reaper ban, though, from Good Guys, quite surprising to me. We've seen them not so convincing on the Reaper, but that's definitely part of his champion pool.
Yeah, I feel like we're at the kind of stage of the series now where you just kind of ban stuff. Where you're not necessarily looking for anything to be super impactful, super game breaking. You just want to think about maybe a niche use case that might be an issue for you. You just want to take it off the cards. I think that's kind of what we see here. Reaper ban on Havana. It's probably not going to be the most important hero ever.
Yeah, definitely.
But you might as well just not deal with it if you've got the option to.
Yeah, I mean that's not the map to ban Reaper. The more you do, I mean, now that you say it, it's just like it makes even less sense to me. Just a ban that we had to do. I think no reason to ban a tank. Did we already ban the Orisa? We did not. I mean, Orisa would have been a great ban. Am I wrong?
I think I probably would have liked an Orisa ban here.
Yeah, that would have been great. Apparently, something that we are not that scared of. On Good Guys' side, I mean, yeah, Orisa is good against Smoga, this kind of stuff. That would have been a great ban, really, I believe, from Good Guys here. Hillary ban from Here4Views makes a lot of sense. The character is great, I believe, against Cat Bastion comps. X is absolutely amazing, if not outstanding, on the character. So just makes perfect sense. Is there anything else that would have been better? I don't think so. Maybe Anna, but the Kiriko that we're going to be playing from Yuan might be enough to just avoid as much profit as possible to it. So yeah, we hardly would have been able to do better. Emre ban would have been great, you're right, but Kyo is so flexible that...
Yeah, I mean, knocking someone from Emre to Soj isn't like a huge blow. but it does make it so your tank can play a bit more freely, and considering you're going to play the Bastion anyway, doesn't affect you a lot. I also think, like, I mean, it's not like good guys have their hero pools massively hurt. They're an Anabap. They don't care at all. They're just looking to stack frontline as much as possible. It's going to be so much damage, so many cooldowns being hurled into Kran. He's going to have a terrible time no matter what happens.
I like what I see on both sides. Just two teams playing their actual playstyle here. Cat Bastion for Here4Views. Double flex support for good guys. Such a great playstyle that we just discovered here. Spectrion. And it was absolutely delightful.
Absolutely. Incredibly early from
yeah, very early indeed.
To target. At least he forced out Crocs, but more than that, maybe you would have wanted still if he used plenty of time.
And plenty of time is definitely Crocs back on the ice for this map. I just noticed that. I apologize. And with the Bastion, I mean, time is getting absolutely chased here on this top. We'll be able to make it out alive. And kind of going maybe a bit too far here on the Orisa, losing his armor. We might be able to stay alive on both sides. No one's down yet.
That's moving pretty far. It's going to get rather tricky for the Has to stop progress, especially this late in. Cat Bastion going for a cycle, looking for a target. Nobody quite catching though, but Lamp still forced out.
Everyone survived so far. You have now the kids in the rush trying to make a difference in this team fight. Time is out. Number advantage. And damage advantage as well. For good guys now, Crocs will be kept alive with the nano. We are using so many resources for good guys. Same for Here4Views here. But that override protocol with the battle really from eggs will be absolutely unfaceable for Here4Views, who kept the Terra Surge and the bombings from Airluf. Let's say that combined, these resources are great if Crowdup somehow manages to get as many people as possible in this Terra Surge. But I think we're going to be mainly counting on that Cat Bastion duo once again.
Very early form from Herluf. Stops his team from able to walk for a hot second. Ults from Here4Views, you mentioned, good when comboed, but they're not as powerful as even just the downpour. So good guys, not super stressed on the ult trade so far, but maybe will be later on.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You got Natsuki. Will be able to take this cat out. Same thing for Airluf. No core anymore for that Here4Views comb. Kind of getting absolutely chased here by Crocs. He will stay in the Terra Surge. Absolutely melting before our eyes. Fails the slash. Somehow makes it alive.
No way he lives.
Same thing for Kyo. He survives. They all survive. On good guy's side, Crocs once again staying way too open to that Bastion who is now back. Time will be taking out this ass. Crocs way too confident on that move.
No tank, pretty hairy. Oh, and an in from Time, trying to break his ankles. And because of that, good guys are way back into this fight.
X still alive on the map. Will be keeping alive Kyo now. Crocs on the ball. He just used now. China with the pulse missed. No profit, sadly. Kyo now with the override protocol. X takes out Airluf. Such an important kill. Why, there is only 40 seconds left in the time bank. Kyo taking out Natsuki in the air. Almost, I mean, he definitely is staying alive. Nice shift here from the French Itzcan. 30 seconds anymore. I mean, that's so little. That's so little of time bank.
It's so little time, but Natsuki will have a touch basically guaranteed with time being a second threat. Your ults are coming online. You're going to have probably 4 check marks in this fight. Your opponents won't. This is your best chance, but also your last and only.
Natsuki's melting already with the cat. Absolutely one. Can we take him out? No, we can't. Ah, yes, he's out. X with the ult. Can he make a difference here? Absolutely one as well. Kyo taken out. Catnapping just now from Natsuki. Taking out eggs. I mean, great team fight really from Here4Views. The aggression was so fast. There's nothing I could have done to counter return at the very end. Spectrion. Here4Views makes it.
That they do. Through the skin of their teeth, sure, but they'll be able to get that time bank extension. Good guys. Still stuck on the Crocs wrecking ball. And again, it's just not the hero that really smacks of Crocs to me, but see how he does is chased, taken down, and eliminated by a Here4Views hit squad.
We need to swap this out.
But like, Can we get him on like an Orisa? Can we get him on like a Haz? Can we get him on something?
Ooh, finally. Oh, Diva is actually quite interesting. Not something that he's too kind of. I mean, he told me in an interview, actually, he literally hates the character, to be honest with you, Spectrion. So, might not be his cup of tea, but definitely something that you have to go through in the actual meta, especially when you're facing a Bastion here. The goal is clear, trying to avoid Erluf to get any profits in these team fights now. Kind of great pressure here on AES, taking out this Ana, such an important pick for Here4Views here, with a lot of great resources available now. China takes out Natsuki, that's all we're going to get for good guys, even though Crocs takes out Yoam, I apologize. And for now, this build has not been stopped yet in the second part of the map.
Yeah, surely be able to get to an adventure with all those kills you were able to manage. Crocs loses his mech, Pulse was a bit yeehaw, but will delay the AES swing at least for a second. Time gets it. Terra Surge investment, but a nano boosted override pro school could mean, and does mean, the end of more than a couple of the backline.
Nice one! The direct hits here from the Danish Bastion, absolutely crazy. From Erluf now, advancing to the third part of the map. 2 minutes of time bank, that's not much. No ultimate as well. That might be the biggest issue.
Indeed. Uphill battle. But it kind of has been the entire map, and Here4Views are still standing. They made it to the third bloody point. Window, all you have to deal with it as well. Defense Matrix. Good tool to deal with it, but you don't have that. Just a spin. Attempts at the anti-air Bastion. So far, not successful. Kia was said the one taking to the air and finding good damage. Pressure onto the bat means that EGS has to elevate, but still alive.
He's alive. Eggs on that top. Can he keep anyone alive? Anyone's just so far in the sky as the Batiste is going to be really tough to make it work. And good guys, I didn't notice that, I mean, until now, but we are going on the Cat Bastion. IS might be discovering Cat at the moment. This is like, that's not a character I've ever seen from him, and somehow it works for good guys.
Yeah, EGS kind of struggling to hit the mid-airs, but it's all G, it all works out. China eats shit, there's no two ways of describing it, but will be A-OK, the Nate, not fatal. Good guys now, and all bank built up.
Okay, with the bombings, just trying to intercept Here4Views out of spawn. Erluf answering by his own bombings now. Natsuki went on the end, and that's actually quite an interesting pick, especially when it comes to face a Cat Bastion comp. Erluf absolutely won. Taken out by China just now. Yoam absolutely won as well. Will be able to make it back to spawn. I mean, Natsuki on Ana, that's not something that I was expecting from the Dutch player, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not working out so great so far.
What's happening?
Time getting low. 15 seconds, approximately. Good guys. 4 ults. Here4Views simply don't have that. And so, if this Kitsu isn't perfect, then we can say pretty summarily it'll be a good guy's hold.
Yeah, I could not say. I could not say it any better. To be honest, it's really now you are absolutely melting here. Same thing for Natsuki against that China's Pulse. Nothing. I think this period won't go any further. Really, bomb from Crocs, taking out Erluf on the Emre, not the character that is really comfortable on that for sure. But yeah, so still a great offense, I would say. I mean, going on that last part of the map for Here4Views, that's great news for them. Especially against a confident good guys coming out of a huge mid-town. I think it's just good news for Here4Views, and they can keep some hope going.
It is objectively good progress for Here4Views. Even if the manner in which they got that progress was pretty labored, it's really hard to be mad. It's very, very hard to be mad. And so if I'm Here4Views, I'm kind of thanking my lucky stars I got that deep. But if I'm good guys, especially that first point hold was clinical. Their third point was well played as well. So you can write off second point as a fluke. You got snowballed, you were on wrecking ball, whatever you want to say. And whichever you probably can say, whatever, as long as you lock in, as long as you bring that A game to your own attack, I think we can still pretty firmly say good guys are the ones tipped for a victory here. But Here4Views have given themselves more than enough runway to achieve liftoff as well, and so I think Here4Views could once again surprise us.
Definitely. I mean, they'll have to with that Cat Bastion comp. I think on that defense it's going to be a lot more effective potentially with like so many buildings that we can hide with, so many insights as well that maybe Natsuki and Erluf will be able to profit from. And apparently we'll be going for a close defense here.
This is bold, this is brash, but I'm willing to see how it works out. The cat bash and can come from basically any which way, and good guys, they're having absolutely none of it, already swapping his spawn.
Okay, well that was a start. Sadly did not go as expected. Now Grandop just declining the way to spawn to good guys here, taking out eggs. We might not be, I mean, we will be actually be keeping that comp for one more team fight on good guys. Just, I mean, we're going to witness the most beautiful kind of Overwatch possible, I think, for the few team fights that are coming now. Double Calvation comps, Mauga from Crocs. I mean, that's definitely where we're going, what we came for in today's playoffs.
Yep.
And Q melting.
About it. Takes so much damage. Time finds the final blow here. Q again not having the best of luck here. Spawnhole's been good. Crocs attempts a deep run and almost gets the trade. AES completes it. All you need when you're trying to break these spawn holes. More kills are nice though, and EGS gets his. China close to taking care of this jetpack cat, but sustained pocket makes it harder than maybe we expected. 15 points of health, but both sports pocketing each other means that Kran got no help whatsoever, and so lovely minute and a half off the bank from Here4Views, but good guys, now some progress.
And they're making out as winners apparently. I mean, it was such a rumble here from both teams. Had to actually understand what's going on, at least to me. But now good guys finally pushing that payload further. Eggs with a nano. We have great resources to count on. And we're able to isolate Crocs, forcing this shift out of the team fight. We'll be taking out this Mauga, forcing a face slip on Eggs. He's now absolutely free for Grandop to get. And China trying to save his own life will be speared by Grandop. Such a huge one from the Contenders Legend.
It's filthy. It's disgusting spear throw coming through from Kran.
It is.
On Nano as well, or Kitsu rather, as well with the bash. And such a powerful combo, and yeah, he's winning the gambling as well. Everything turning up heads in favor of Here4Views. Minute and a half now for good guys, and we could well be going 5 now.
Now Erluf bombings against a nanoed Kyo here on the bash and taking out Erluf. That's a great pick here, taking out the core of that Here4Views comp. Crocs absolutely one, will be able to stay alive thanks to his own E, and taking out Natsuki while falling, I mean, yeah, falling back really. Now, 1 minute left for good guys. I do believe that Here4Views will be able to get a touch somehow thanks to time. But it's going to be a very shy one for a few sec.
Yeah. Gonna be an uphill battle for sure. If they do want to go for that recontest.
Well, not that shy. Not shy at all. Actually, Erluf, absolutely one nice pick from Crocs here. Kyo with the bombing, sealing the fate of this team fight already, even though we're losing IS in this trade. That's a W for good guys, and I hope that IS will be allowed to switch this cat off, because that's not something that he's used to once again, but apparently wants to keep it a little longer.
He's got catnap, he might as well stick.
Well, that's adorable. That's adorable from Thomas.
Actually having fun however he can. Kyo taxied out. All's well with the world. Your timing's pretty good. You're also not bad whatsoever. Good guys, just look for a cage onto probably Herloof and hope you get the elimination.
Nice catnap here from Natsuki, standing both Kyo and IES, taking Kyo is in his own backline now. Catnap from IES this time, trying to get Herloof out. Terrasage from Grandop, denying any profit from good guys here. Nice catch from Crocs, but once again, this Terrasage from Grandop just denied any good end. Really, just a great ult from Grandop, as we could have expected. Obviously now, 2 minutes 15 seconds for good guys. Eggs as a nano boost to use. China will have a pulse. Same thing for time, but the kids rush from Yuam is exactly what's scaring me the most now.
That's a little bit goofy. Oh, okay, and China's
I mean,
well.
Dexatron is... I do believe that Dexatron is rigged. He's rigging the FACEIT stuff. Like, that's crazy. It's been twice now.
I don't think I've ever won one.
No one got it except him. I did not. No one, none of my viewers got some. It's just him. It's just him.
He's hoovering up all the FACEIT points.
I guess you have to be from USA to get it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, back
Good guys.
into the game. Good guys
Yeah.
now once again trying to make that cat bash and comp work. Nice kill
Yeah.
from you and trying to melt Crocs out of the team fight, and it was just used by Eggs. Will be absolutely kicked out by Grandop and the boys. Natsuki absolutely won. Can we take this cat out? We cannot. And once again, it's a failed team fight here from Good Guys against a forced cat bash and comp. It's not working. Definitely not working for Good Guys here.
Oh. I don't know why they're so obsessed with playing this cat bastion. Like, sure, it's kind of worked at certain points, but I mean, you're fantastic at just playing the regular game. You found success doing just that, so I don't see why you
They might, yeah.
want to, you know, play like this Battle of Britain style nonsense
I
instead.
can't tell. Like, it just, as you just said, we're better at playing it traditional. We do not want to do it, apparently. Having some fun here. Nice save from IES, just saving Kyo's life. Great job from a cat who's not even a cat player. Naturally here, great eraser job from Grandop now. Taking out absolutely no one. Just applying a great amount of damages on Crocs. Erluf melting on the passion. Can we take him out? Yes, we can. Finally, this spirit will be allowed to go through that second part of the maps. Natsuki will be delayed a tiny bit, I believe. Actually, not that much. He's going to be responding the same way this time. Natsuki and Erluf. Here4Views definitely is going to get a touch on that point, but only with Erluf's bombings.
Caused a lot of problems here, again with that ultimate. Throw the Mortar Strike into the cage and cause absolute pandemonium. We'll do exactly
We failed it!
Yeah, just miss!
He missed, he got the wrong side of the cage. Crocs was not there, and Crocs is still alive with a full HP here. Yes, making a killing on the cat with the close rar, as you would say. And now, 1 minute 24. Good Guys can already win this match and go to the next step of the FACEIT League Master playoffs. It looks good for them so far.
It looks really good for them at the moment. They've pushed up further than where they have to push the progress to. Also on their side, so is momentum here.
Where's
You have to
Grandop going?
make recontest happen, and they're going to need at least a Kitsune Rush to make it happen.
Natsuki with a catnap here on this part of the match is going to be really useful, that's for sure. You are now going already through with a Kitsune Rush. Yes, Fade catnap. Kyo, Fade bombings as well. X is out. Number advantage, damage advantage as well for Here4Views. Bringing everyone back to spawn. Good Guys does not have an ear to use. Yes is going on the Zen. Won't be sticking to this cat. We need to take a pick very fast, and Yes knows how to do it.
Yeah, 5 orb.
Never mind, we're back on the cat.
On the Widowmaker. Back on the cat, but no bashing for it until you spot back. Here4Views better ults. They've got the catnap. They've got the Terra Surge. Good Guys just need a mechanical pick. That's the only way they can open up this fight.
That's a nice Terra Surge. Catnap fade by Natsuki here. Taking out Eggs though. Kyo takes out Erluf. Takes out Chihuahua. Kyo might actually do it. Corentin has to make it happen. Will be taken out by Grandop just now. Grandop's absolutely won. Good Guys wants to go through. Wants to make something happen on this map. Who can get a touch? Time will get a touch just for an odd second here. Erluf now just offering himself. Same thing from Natsuki. Kicked out. And Good Guys comes back home with a win against Here4Views. Such a tough map here, Spectrion. But at the end of the day, that double flex support lineup without a double flex support comp will be winning Havana.
Takes them a hot second. I think a lot of parts of this game felt a lot more one-sided. So I'm kind of surprised that it did end up going that close. But at the end of the day, this is the result we kind of expected, right? Good Guys finding this close win and be able to make it to upper bracket round 2 of the playoffs.
Indeed.
For the stream team, Here4Views, they played well. They've been a genuine threat all season long, but I think not a lot of people expect them to be able to take this win unless their cat bastion was just pristine and they barely had a chance to play it.
I think they did great. I don't know who they're going to face for for that next round, but it was. I mean, it was a great show tonight. What do you think, Spectrion?
Mm,
I think it was a great show.
absolutely.
I mean that Havana has been absolutely like mind blowing, but I don't know if it's in a good way. To be fully honest, that first defense from Here4Views was something. I mean, close defense on this map are always just a ton of fun to watch. Might not be the same though from the attacking team, but we got served. We got served tonight. That's for sure.
Yes.
Do we have any results? Telassi won trio against Morito. Sabitz
Yep.
won trio against Vanerquick. Dreamlight won trio against GG. Yes.
Mm.
No upsets tonight, I would say.
Tomorrow, 7 p.m. BST. It'll
Most one-sided fights so far. Obviously, since it was the first round, the actual show, the actual tourney is going to start tomorrow, as you just said. And I mean, you won't be there to watch it, but I will be there. That's for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, see you guys next time. See you guys tomorrow. It was a pleasure to cast with you, Spectrion, once again.
always.
You massively talented caster, color
so
caster,
much.
especially. Just a pleasure, just a tons of fun, a blast, and I hope that I'll be able to cast with you later. Hopefully, maybe we have an MVP to reward tonight. What do we think?
Mm. It's a hard one.
It's hard to
honestly. I
tell.
feel like
Yeah,
people all had their moments at different points in the game.
I agree. I agree.
Like an MVP for like a map, that one was easy for me. But for like a specific overall series,
It's hard to tell. I don't think I would be able to answer if I were you. Maybe.
I don't know.
I
EGS,
can't
maybe?
actually. I can't.
I
EGS
probably want to say
maybe.
EGS,
Maybe
but like,
EGS.
yeah, it was well played from good guys overall.
Yeah.
It is.
They
But if
played
I
as
had
a
to pick out a
team. They
standout,
they
it probably
definitely
would be
played as a
EGS.
team.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was a great show. That's something that I mean has always been doing the success of good guys of the Imperos, no matter the order that they've been representing, the way that they're sometimes able to play as one, especially on their really fast aggression led by Crocs almost every time. Just works perfectly fine for them most of the time, except when we get too confident, which we've seen quite a bit tonight, obviously. But yeah, when they play as one, as you just said, I had to award an MVP to anyone since it's been a core. It's been a core tonight on Here4Views. I've been quite disappointed by Elias, to be honest. I mean, we've asked him to go on off roll, so I might explain why. I think that we got some great things from Grandop. To be honest, I was not expecting him to pop off that much on the Orisa. We've seen some amazing spears from him.
There were some crazy ones. That recall, not recall prediction.
Yeah,
Prediction on the
yeah.
Tracer. That was disgusting.
Exactly
Exactly
the one I'm thinking
YouTube,
about.
Man. It's a nice.
It was a great
as well
one.
as in the air. I was very impressed.
Yeah, me too. Well, Spectrion, as I just said, thank you so much for the cast. It was amazing. I hope you enjoyed it too. See you
I had
next
such
time.
a fun time. I
Say
love
anything for the
casting with
chat.
you, man. You're an absolute pleasure.
It's great. We do another round. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye. Bye. Also, thanks to Fisheye for the ops, for the production. I think it was great.
It was wonderful. I love having to not think about it for a second, especially because a little behind the scenes thing. My second monitor has died at the moment, so I only have one monitor. Normally, I have Overwatch on my main monitor and then OBS on my second monitor. But I couldn't do that if I didn't have what's the word? Someone actually helping with the production. So Fisheye, you're a star, mate.
Okay, well, WW Fisheye. I think it's a whole association, not just one person. But thanks to Luca. Luca is the one who ops for us tonight. So huge thanks to this guy. Voilà, a guy that I've been working with for almost a year now, I believe.
Ooh.
So huge shout out to Luca. Finally, time to say goodbye. I've been like repeating myself for like 3 times now. Always forgetting something, but yeah. Once again, huge pleasure. See you guys next time. Take care of yourself. Take care of your close ones, and bye bye.